Hey everybody. So it looks like it's a pretty big day today. It's the last great day, and we were seeing of the Feast of Tabernacles, and we're seeing this incredible war breaking out last night over Israel from Hamas, and um, it's definitely unprecedented. And I put it on my post last night, like in the middle of the night, about how it's literally exactly 50 years later, maybe a few hours off, okay, from the Yom Kippur War in 73. And as you know, I did that video where my mind's going blank, for worship, Brother Will from Worship and Watch, or Watch and Worship. He had done the video showing about how this year really is a Jubilee. And so it's a confirmation that this war is hitting right now, and Israel's declared war. Now they've declared war. So there was over 5,000 rockets last night and climbing. And so the confirmation is really big. It's that, exactly 50 years later from the Yom Kippur War, because 50 years ago on October 6th, it was Yom Kippur. So what we're dealing with is that God's confirming that exactly 50 years later, Jubilee, another surprise attack. And this one is way off the charts. It's just, they're dragging civilians out of their houses and killing them and butchering them and hanging them up to show people. I mean, it is a nightmare. It's definitely off the scale, and it's World War III. And like I've been trying to tell you all, that World War III is coming for ever since I had that dream, is when I really knew it was coming. But this is amazing because we've also been talking about Daniel's 70th week and how it needs to start for Jesus, the Messiah, to return in 2030, with the saints on the horses. If you subtract the 70, the 70th year of Daniel, you got the 50 days of the Jacob's trouble. You subtract it, and you subtract from the Day of Atonement 2030, you arrive at November 14th. Now, it looks to me that Jacob's trouble is starting. And there's a lot more math too involved. I mean, I'm not, other people are really good with the math, like Aaron, but what I'm saying is that Daniel's 70th week is starting. I mean, we've been saying it should be starting. It looks like the math is pointing to it starting. Well, it looks like it really is starting, and now World War III really is here. And this thing, it doesn't take much once the match is lit, because you've got all these other countries that are already about to kill each other with nuclear bombs surrounding, everywhere you go. Russia, NATO, all these countries, and Syria, and then Turkey and Russia just made a alignment agreement the other day, and Turkey is in NATO, but now they're aligning themselves with Russia. And then you have Syria, and everybody's mutually connected, and it's like a domino. One country affects the next, pulls another one in, pulls another one in, pulls another one. Psalm 83 war, Israel is surrounded, and by their enemies. And so, you know, we need to keep praying for these people. You know, God's hand is on Israel. Just saw a video of two people in their basement, you know, in their bomb shelters, just, you know, not knowing what's about to happen, and you don't know what's going to happen next because, you know, the Hamas terrorists, they're flying over the wall on these hand gliders. It's like, and 5,000 rockets and climbing. That was hours ago. So I don't even know how many it is now. There have been, well, the last I heard, there was somewhere under 2,000 injuries and over, I think, the last I heard, at least a couple hundred in deaths, but in very brutal ways. Very, you know, these terrorists, they have no, I don't know what you call it. They have no, like, talk about total evil without the slightest reservation. So, you know, if you're looking at the Torah calendar, the last great day is today. It's not. I know Israel's off. They're calling today the 8th day. I don't think it's the 8th day. I think it's the last great day. Hoshana Rabbah. You know, that alone, Tabernacles, you know, is, we're already on a huge rapture or high watch right now. Okay. But now that this is going on, this only confirms everything. Everybody on YouTube who's doing the math with the 2030 Messiah, it's like, it just confirms everything. Because I know there's a lot of people who still, you know, they still doubt it. They wonder, oh, maybe we're off a few years or whatever. It's never going to happen, all this stuff. But what's going on today confirms everything. It confirms it's a Jubilee. It confirms that Daniel's 70th week is starting. Israeli defense system was totally caught off guard. And they've infiltrated several cities. I mean, it's just getting worse and worse. And some of the stuff's so graphic that people don't even want to show it. What, they're just slaughtering people, you know? I mean, it's oh my gosh, it's just such a nightmare. And this is like, if you look at a brutal scene of that'll give you a taste of the tribulation coming. Okay. Now, I also wanted to mention, because once the rapture happens, you're not going to see the grace the way we see it now. God holds back a lot of evil. And wanted to mention too, I also saw a video that I had remembered. One of you actually left it on a comment, I think on the post. And thank you. Yeah, there was this girl. Oh no, I know what it was. One of you left a comment that on the Enoch calendar, October 10th is the last great day. Well, that's very interesting because, and if so, it could line up to what Brother Ty Green had done a video on that I told you about, which was where he believed that Feast of Trumpets started a couple of days later than everybody thinks. And that has to do with the constellations. Point being, October 10th is the day this girl, many years ago from Indonesia, she had a dream. No, actually, it was in 2020. I don't know why. Sometimes I remember something similar to her years ago, but she did have a dream that on October 10th, a terrible destruction was coming to America. She saw bombs. She also had a vision of the rapture. She saw people transforming and becoming young, praise the Lord, and going up in the air. So that October 10th, I tell you, I don't know what it is. A lot of videos get deleted over the years, but I keep feeling like I heard something about October 10th years ago. This girl also had a dream about Gates and Fauci and what they were up to and what the people, well, I'm not going to go into all that right now. But what I'm saying is that she's hearing from God, okay? So, because, they're going to come out with more stuff after the rapture. All right, so what was I saying? Yeah, I feel like I remember something years ago about October 10th. So I really can't figure out if maybe they had updated the dream. I think the original video channel is not on YouTube anymore. Maybe she had another dream with October 10th. But anyway, I guess it doesn't really matter at this point. What I'm really pointing out is that October 10th, the way things are going right now, could be an attack on America. That's why I want to put out the warning, because it could be. Because all the countries are connected, and they're all like the entanglements of the hostilities between the countries and who wants to destroy who. America is a sitting duck because of what we've done. This country has murdered millions of children with abortion. Then there's this child slavery going on that is only getting revealed in the past few years. Been going on for years. Witchcraft runs our government. I mean, witchcraft, Satanism at its worst. I mean, that's just. And then you look what everyone did to. Look what happened a couple years ago in 2020. Okay. Now, Israel, for the most part, reject the Messiah, Jesus Christ. I'm seeing a little bit of reaping what they sowed, in that when we all went through this thing in 2020, which I can't talk about, Israel, they came down really hard on the people. Really hard. It was bad. It was better here. We had a lot more freedom here. And they're still most of them are in the Old Testament. And so God is going to show he's going to show them in Daniel's 70th week who the true God is. Jesus Christ, Yeshua HaMashiach, has come. He has already come, and they're looking for him still, and they're going to think the Antichrist is the Messiah before it's all over. That's what's coming next. So as sad and brutal as this world is, with Jesus Christ, we have good news, and he's coming to get us. So with all this said, and, this is the last great day right now. And look, with all the calendar stuff, and some people think, well, it's not going to be on a feast day, okay? Well, that's fine, okay? It might not. We don't know. But that reminds me, I knew there was something. On October 14th, we have a wedding ring looking solar eclipse in Virgo on her hand, her ring finger. A wedding ring. After everything going on right now with the constellation, we know, the Revelation 12, the child in the womb, still, people argue, well, it's already been given birth. It's still between the legs, the child asteroid. If that isn't good enough for you in the constellation, I can't help you. I mean, this is a constellation, folks. Okay? So, yeah, the child is still there and is yet to be fully born at the time of the rapture. We will be born again. Born again twice, so to speak, into our glorified bodies. If you believe the gospel, 1 Corinthians 15, 1 through 4, believe it. All the things we've been warning for so long, that have been mocked for so long, are coming to pass. And you're still going to have people say, well, we've seen this. We've always seen this. This is just another war like everything else. Not when you line it up to Bible prophecy. Not when you line it up to all the math we've been going through for the past year. No, not when you line it up to the Word of God. And for those who really want to, no, this is not like any other. This is not like anything since 50 years ago. The Yom Kippur War. It has not been like this since then. This is sick, what they're doing. This is worse, probably. Probably will be worse. Dragging civilians and chopping them up. I mean, let's just be real. This is what they're doing. This is the world you all want to live in? Those of you who want to reject Christ or still don't want to listen to what me and all the others are saying about what's coming down the road. And I'm talking like this because I know there's people who are not saved who watch these videos. They're just like waiting. Well, let's see if anything she says ever happens. Well, don't wait till it's too late, okay? We love you all. We're praying for you. You need to get saved now, because once the rapture happens, it will be a total nightmare on this earth. And if you don't take the mark of the beast, which will send you to hell, you cannot buy or sell or do any business. You'll be on the run every day. Someone will be running after you to kill you with a knife. That is the kind of stuff that's going to go on. And if the brutality of what's going on right now in Israel is going on, what do you think is going to happen when the rapture, the restrainer has been removed from the earth? Millions of people who pray every day for the world. Unleashed evil. No restraining. It's going to be bad. So please get saved today if you haven't. Please. Just pray. Just humble yourself and pray. And do it. Only pride will stop a person from getting saved. Pride. No, I don't need anything. I'm in control. I run my own life. I don't need God. I don't need someone telling me what to do. Let it go. Okay? Because God's got something so much better for you for eternity than having to lose your pride here for a few minutes. With that said, thanks. Write it. Also, there was like a lot of earthquakes too today. Like 6.7, and I think some of Afghanistan and Papua New Guinea, I think. Anyway, I got a lot of you writing in too, saying that there was a lot. The Ring of Fire has been activating, and of course that's what they call the baby. The baby's canal, or the mother's canal. I think that's what it is. It's all symbolic. So October 14th, solar eclipse on the ring finger, the wedding ring finger of Virgo. Hello? A wedding ring in the constellation like this? I mean, we've seen eclipses that look like the wedding ring in different places over the years, but not on not on her finger, her wedding ring finger. It's even on the left hand. I mean, come on. So, whatever happens today, and don't forget the 10th on the Enoch calendar is could also be the last great day, like I said. And for those of you who don't think it's on a feast day, what I would say, whether it is or not, I don't know for sure, but I have to watch everything. That's why I watch non-feast days, because it could there's like, we don't know everything. He could come on a day. Whenever he comes, what I'm saying is it will make sense in the math, related to everything that God is doing and everything in the Word of God and all the stories and the people in the Bible. It will all make sense. So it won't be so arbitrary that it won't make sense. Everything will line up perfectly when he comes, the day that he comes. And it could be today, the last great day. It could be. So today is the 7th, and in 1 week is the 14th. It could be a 1 week warning for the wedding ring in Virgo, or something could happen on the 10th. If that dream comes true, again, God said he'll pour out his spirit in the last days. Your sons and daughters will prophesy. Your young men will have visions. Your old men will have dreams. Dreams are from God. Maybe not all of them, but we need to pay attention to the ones that are from God. And he has poured out his spirit like crazy the past several years with rapture dreams for people, because he wants people to know he's really coming. We need to see a lot of stuff. And don't we need to see it like every day? We need something else. We need to stay encouraged. And that's what God does. He keeps sending stuff, information, dreams, visions, and things in the Bible. And he keeps doing it because he's really coming. So there you have it. Every day looks pretty big to me for the next week. Today could be the day, or a 7-day warning, Noah's Ark. But as long as you get on the ark, you're going to be okay. So get on the ark with Jesus Christ and stay looking up. Your redemption draweth nigh. Pray for Israel. Pray for everybody, and put your trust in God with those things you're worried about. Put your trust in God. He said, delight yourself in the Lord, and he'll give you the desires of your heart. God bless you guys. I'll talk to you soon. See you in the clouds.